In a world filled with countless messages and relentless pings, it's no surprise that standing out has become a true art form. Every swipe, every glance, and every notification competes for attention. But imagine if, with just a few words, you could ignite curiosity, spark a smile, or create a connection so strong that she simply can't resist responding. Yes, we're talking about the power of messages she cannot resist. Whether it's a simple good morning or a profound late-night thought, crafting messages that they cannot resist could change the way you connect, bringing a new level of intrigue and engagement. Imagine the possibilities that open up when you master the art of delivering messages she cannot resist. It's about creating meaningful exchanges that linger long after the conversation has ended. This guide will take you step by step through 9 transformative ways to send messages that not only grab attention, but also keep it, sparking her interest again and again. With these insights, you'll go from being just another notification to a message she genuinely looks forward to seeing. Ready to become unforgettable? Read on to discover the 9 powerful messages they cannot resist, and start turning every conversation into a meaningful connection that she'll always remember. Number 1, arouse curiosity. Curiosity is one of the most powerful tools for drawing someone into a conversation, especially if you want to subtly and genuinely catch a woman's attention. But this isn't about manipulating or gaming the situation. It's about igniting a natural human desire to know more, to explore the layers beneath the surface. Rather than a straightforward, "You strike me as someone who thinks outside the box," imagine this approach. "I bet you have an unusual hobby most people wouldn't expect." Then pause. Leave it at that, and let her mind wander. Curiosity is a fundamental drive within us, much like the suspense that keeps us glued to a captivating movie. When you hint that there's something more, without giving everything away, you plant a thought in her mind, one she'll feel intrigued to understand. This generates a little internal tension, a subtle mystery she can't help but feel drawn to solve. However, remember, subtlety is key. The aim is not to overdo it, but to leave just enough unsaid for her to be curious. Picture this. You've just met someone new. Instead of diving into the usual surface-level chatter, you say, "There's something intriguing about the way you think." You don't elaborate. You simply let that statement linger. The next move is hers, but you've already planted the seed. She may now feel a pull to find out what exactly you noticed, eager to uncover the depth of your impression. This technique isn't about creating distance, but about generating real interest. It's a lighthearted, warm invitation to join you in the conversation, subtly encouraging her to open up or ask questions. When she feels included in a kind of playful discovery, the conversation flows both ways. Curiosity-driven questions for deeper connection. Here are some thought-provoking, curiosity-piquing questions to keep her engaged. "You seem like someone who's got a hidden talent not everyone sees right away." This line invites her to share her perspective and lets her feel valued for her unique qualities. "Have you ever noticed what you do when you're genuinely excited about something?" This question nudges the conversation into introspective territory, sparking curiosity and encouraging her to reveal a side of herself she might not often share. "I wonder if anyone's ever mentioned how captivating you look when you're deep in thought." By acknowledging something distinctive about her, you're letting her feel seen in a meaningful way. This statement hints at depth and understanding, building her curiosity about what else you might see in her. "There's something unusual about the way you laugh, isn't there?" This question is playful and leaves room for mystery, making it almost impossible to resist responding. Curiosity can open doors, but meaningful connection is what keeps someone around. When you start sharing more, mindfully and at the right pace, you invite her to invest in the conversation and share in creating a memorable shared experience. Number 2. The Art of Building Anticipation, your guide to irresistible conversations. Imagine crafting every conversation as if you were painting a canvas, one brushstroke at a time, building layers that captivate and intrigue. That's the magic of anticipation. It's the powerful tool that, when wielded skillfully, transforms ordinary interactions into memorable experiences, drawing people in and inviting them to invest emotionally. Anticipation isn't just about withholding details, it's about building a subtle current of excitement that pulls people forward. The subtle power of suggestion. Think about the thrill of a movie trailer that reveals just enough to make you wonder, what happens next? In conversations, this technique works just as potently. For instance, sending a simple message like, "I've got a little surprise for you this weekend and I know you'll love it." This message doesn't reveal the surprise itself, but it does invite a spark of curiosity. Suddenly, the conversation has turned into an unfolding story, a scene where your listener is eager to see what's behind the curtain. By setting the stage this way, you're encouraging them to emotionally invest in the outcome. In essence, you're inviting them to participate in the experience. And here's the secret. It's not just about the anticipation, but the way it brings you both closer. They're intrigued, they're imagining, wondering, waiting, and with that, your connection is deepening. Questions that spark. Curiosity. Another powerful technique to build anticipation is to weave in open-ended questions. Phrasing something like, "Hey, do you remember that fun event we talked about for later this month?" not only stirs curiosity, but encourages your listener to reflect on possibilities. What event? Is there a new twist? With just one simple question, you're turning a casual chat into a mini-adventure where they're invited to explore, imagine, and feel involved. That involvement becomes an anchor, deepening their connection with you as they lean into the excitement you're sparking. Open-ended questions make even the simplest conversation feel alive, filled with potential, because it's not a monologue, it's an exchange, an invitation to share in the unfolding narrative together. Timing, the essential ingredient. Timing is everything. Picture sending a playful message like, "I have a secret that'll amaze you," right before a special occasion or a shared event. Whether it's a holiday or a weekend adventure, setting anticipation in the context of these moments adds a unique thrill. Timing intensifies the experience. It's as if the countdown to something fantastic has started, and each tick of the clock brings a pulse of excitement. And during those times, your message resonates even more powerfully. The anticipation becomes layered, enriched by the context of the season, the celebration, or the milestone that's already charged with meaning. The combination of timing and mystery creates an emotional lift, making the anticipation feel like a shared journey you're both on, heading toward something exciting together. Amplifying bonds with shared memories. Shared experiences are like magic threads that weave people together, making your bond stronger and your moments richer. Try this. Remember that concert we went to last month? Well, I've got an even better plan brewing. By tapping into a positive memory, you're not only sparking curiosity about what's coming next, but you're also reinforcing the sense of connection through a joyful, shared past. When you hint at a new, thrilling experience while reminiscing about a treasured one, you're building anticipation on a foundation of trust and shared joy. It's like creating a sequel to a beloved story, one that they're eager to be part of, and the curiosity you've sparked naturally leads to a deeper, more connected interaction, turning conversations into experiences. Incorporate these strategies into your communication, and you'll find that every interaction becomes vibrant, dynamic, and memorable. Building anticipation transforms a chat into a meaningful exchange where curiosity, excitement, and connection intertwine. So next time you're looking to catch someone's interest, Think about how you can build that anticipation. What could you hint at to spark a sense of wonder? How can you make them feel involved, part of the unfolding journey? By mastering the art of anticipation, you'll not only capture people's attention but inspire and elevate them, turning everyday moments into extraordinary ones. Number 3. Make a lasting impression with thought-provoking quotes. Creating a conversation that leaves a lasting impact is about so much more than small talk. When we dive beyond the surface level, a whole world of connection opens up, allowing us to truly see and be seen. A powerful way to achieve this is by asking thoughtful questions, those that ignite reflection and foster connection. Imagine posing a question like, if you could change one thing in your life, what would it be? This doesn't just invite a quick answer. It nudges someone to pause, reflect, and share a glimpse of their inner world. Thought-provoking questions act like bridges, linking us at a level far deeper than ordinary exchanges. They open up a space for people to share their dreams, fears, and life-shaping experiences, nurturing a bond that goes beyond the superficial. According to research by psychologist Arthur Aaron, asking personal questions can dramatically enhance feelings of closeness, fostering an intimacy that polite, casual conversation rarely achieves. For instance, imagine asking, what's a moment in your life that completely changed how you see the world? Not only does this question bring forth a story, but it also lets the other person ponder their values and beliefs, leading to an exchange that's as meaningful as it is memorable. Engaging in conversations like these doesn't just make you memorable, it enriches the experience for both people involved. Keeping the flow alive and engaging requires questions that stir curiosity. Open-ended questions like, what's something you've always wanted to learn but haven't yet pursued? Show genuine interest in the other person's aspirations and offer them a chance to reveal their passions. As the renowned speaker and author Tony Robbins famously said, "The quality of your life is the quality of your questions." The questions we ask ourselves and others shape our experiences and relationships. By steering conversations toward thought-provoking topics, we elevate interactions, crafting bonds that last. As conversations progress, it's also important to balance questions with shared experiences. If someone shares a dream of traveling the world, respond with a personal anecdote about a transformative trip you've taken. Not only does this validate their feelings, but it also encourages them to open up more. You might say, I can totally relate. When I traveled to Italy, I discovered an entirely new perspective on art and history, something I never even imagined before. Remember, communication isn't just about exchanging words, it's about understanding and connecting. When you ask deeper questions, it shows that you're invested and genuinely involved in the conversation. This paves the way for more authentic exchanges where both parties feel valued and understood. For instance, after sharing a personal story, try asking, what about that experience resonates with you most deeply? Such a question encourages the other person to reflect and articulate their feelings, deepening the bond further. By making others feel truly heard and understood, you leave a lasting impression that extends far beyond the conversation itself. So the next time you find yourself in a conversation, don't shy away from asking those deeper questions that spark reflection and connection. They can transform an ordinary interaction into something truly extraordinary. Number 4, the art of meaningful compliments. How to give compliments that go deeper than the surface. To make compliments meaningful and memorable, it's essential to go beyond appearances and focus on qualities that reflect genuine admiration for a person's character, values, and talents. Compliments that acknowledge intelligence, humor, ambition, or resilience have a profound impact as they show a deeper appreciation and understanding of who they are as a person. Instead of just saying, "and you're beautiful" or "you're cute," Try shifting toward comments that express admiration for her unique qualities. For instance, "I really appreciate your depth. Your perspective always makes me see the world a little differently." This type of compliment moves beyond shallow flattery and lets her know that her intelligence and depth matter to you. It not only signals that you're paying attention, but it also shows that you value her thoughts and ideas. Many people, particularly women, are accustomed to receiving compliments on their appearance. While there's nothing wrong with appreciating physical beauty, focusing solely on it can sometimes come across as superficial. In contrast, a character-based compliment highlights that you genuinely see and value her essence, which can lead to a more meaningful connection. Examples of deeper compliments. Here are some examples of compliments that focus on inner qualities, about ambition and drive. "Your passion for your work is infectious. It's inspiring to see someone so dedicated to what they do." About humor. "You always know how to make people laugh, even on the roughest days. Your humor is like a breath of fresh air." About resilience. "I admire how you handle challenges with such grace. It's clear that no matter what comes your way, you stay strong and keep moving forward." These kinds of genuine compliments are often missing from generic praise, making them significantly more impactful because they show that you're not just noticing her, you're truly seeing her. Deeper compliments can also open up conversations that allow her to share more about herself. For example, if you praise her drive, you could follow up by asking, "What inspired you to pursue your career? Have you always been this motivated?" This type of question invites her to share her journey and passions, which can lead to an even closer connection. The power of appreciating virtues. In the Stoic view, appreciating a person's virtues, such as intelligence, courage, or kindness, is a powerful way to recognize what truly matters. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." Compliments focused on inner qualities acknowledge the enduring aspects of a person's character rather than fleeting physical attributes. Be specific. Instead of saying, "You're so smart," try, "I'm amazed at how you always find solutions to challenging problems. It's like you see possibilities others don't." Use active listening. Compliment something she recently shared with you, like a challenge at work or a goal she's working toward. This shows that you remember and care. Show sincerity. If she's passionate about helping others, acknowledge that quality with heartfelt appreciation. For example, "It's incredible how much thought you put into caring for others. The world could use more people like you." Why deeper compliments are rare and powerful. Asking yourself, what truly stands out about her, helps you give more sincere compliments. Most people don't take the time to compliment in a personal way, which is why genuine, thoughtful compliments have such lasting impact. They're rare, and they stand out. In a world where attention often skims the surface, taking a moment to acknowledge someone's true qualities is memorable. It's a gesture that resonates deeply, often forging a stronger bond because it honors the essence of who they are, not just the impression they give. Number 5. Reviving moments. The power of shared memories in deepening connection. Recalling shared experiences is a profoundly powerful way to spark nostalgia, especially in relationships. It brings people back to those close, connective moments, building an invisible bridge between you and them. Imagine saying, "Do you remember that time when..." Suddenly, you're both reliving a memory shared by just the two of you, a private moment that brings intimacy alive again. When you invite her back to those shared experiences, you're reminding her of a time when she felt a genuine connection with you, creating a warm, emotional bridge back to those same feelings today. Revisiting a specific memory naturally revives those positive emotions, subtly deepening your relationship. For instance, instead of mentioning any random memory, choose something personal and evocative. You might say, "Remember that long walk along the beach? The sunset, the cool breeze, and the quiet where we didn't even need words?" Instantly, you're guiding her back to that vibrant scene. She can practically feel the wind, hear the waves, and see that golden sky once more. Just by reliving this, you're sharing a private moment, strengthening the bond you both cherish. A few questions to nudge her curiosity and prompt her memories might be, have you ever thought about that night and how perfect it was? Do you ever think about our late-night talks under the stars? These questions invite her to reflect, relive, and reconnect with that experience, rekindling the warmth and comfort that strengthens your bond. When you tap into a shared memory, you're not just reminiscing about the past, you're rekindling emotions. From a Stoic perspective, cherishing these moments reminds us to value what we have now, to nurture and treasure the bonds that make life meaningful. When we revisit the moments that shaped us, we're not simply bringing up the past. We're creating a shared future steeped in understanding, affection, and trust. So next time, try bringing her back to a shared memory with a spark of genuine nostalgia. It's a surefire way to inspire closeness, trust, and renewed connection. Number 6, the unstoppable power of empathy, connecting at a human level. Empathy, it's rare, it's powerful, and it forms the foundation of any deep, meaningful connection. But showing empathy in a way that feels natural and genuine, that can be challenging. Imagine this. You want to reach out to someone you care about. You want them to feel seen, understood, and supported, but you don't want to come across as intrusive or demanding. Instead, you aim to create a space where they can feel safe, even cherished, by letting them know you're there for them with no strings attached. Here's one way to communicate that caring, non-judgmental support in an impactful message. I just wanted to check in and see how you're doing. This message is simple yet incredibly powerful because it shows genuine concern for their well-being without expecting anything in return. You're not trying to fix anything or assume the role of a therapist. Instead, you're creating a safe space where they can open up if they choose to. Empathy is not sympathy or pity. It's saying, I understand, and I'm here for you. When you approach someone with this in mind, it allows them to feel seen, not judged, and the trust that builds becomes the very foundation of a lasting, meaningful relationship. When reaching out, the most resonant messages are those that convey understanding and compassion without pressure. Instead of asking a broad, open-ended question like, "How are you?" try a more specific, gentle approach. Say something like, "I know things might be tough right now, and I just want you to know you're in my thoughts." This choice of words shows you recognize their challenges and don't ignore the weight of what they're dealing with. Notice that in the example above, the message allows them full control. No matter what, I'm here if you need me. This open-ended, respectful tone acknowledges their need for space while giving them the freedom to reach out when they're ready. Instead of giving advice or solutions, lean into empathy. You might say something like, "It sounds like you have so much on your plate right now," which reflects their situation back to them without judgment or analysis. This approach subtly affirms their feelings, showing them you see what they're going through. Asking curious, open-ended questions. Curiosity is an often overlooked aspect of empathy. By asking gentle, open-ended questions, you invite them to reflect and share at their own pace. Here are a couple of examples. What has been the hardest part of all of this for you? Is there something you wish others understood about what you're going through right now? These questions encourage them to explore their feelings, possibly even helping them to open up without feeling pressured or judged. Imagine your friend or partner is feeling overwhelmed by work and family commitments. Instead of quickly suggesting solutions, Try something like, "It sounds like you're carrying a lot right now. You must feel pulled in so many directions." This response validates their emotions, signaling that you recognize the emotional toll they might be experiencing. When she hears this empathetic response, she may feel comfortable enough to share more details about what's weighing on her. When she does, continue to listen actively, responding with supportive, non-judgmental statements. This approach, though simple, fosters emotional connection and trust, the essential elements of any meaningful relationship. By approaching someone with empathy, we create lasting memories and deeper bonds over time. The next time you feel drawn to reach out to someone, consider the profound impact a genuine, unassuming message of empathy can have. Ask yourself, how can I help her feel truly understood? In moments like these, empathy can be the most beautiful and transformative gift we give one another. Number 7, engaging dialogue, transforming words into wisdom. Have you ever noticed how some conversations leave you invigorated while others fade into obscurity? Imagine transforming every interaction into a meaningful exchange by sharing insights that spark curiosity and add value. This approach not only reflects your thoughtfulness and intelligence, but also enriches the overall quality of dialogue. How can we achieve this? Let's explore some captivating strategies. Begin your conversation with something intriguing. For instance, you might say, "Did you know that studies show our brains are wired for storytelling? It's how we connect on a deeper level." This not only piques interest, but also opens the door to a more profound discussion. Follow up with open-ended questions like, "What story has had the greatest impact on your life?" This invites the other person to share their experiences and thoughts, fostering a richer dialogue. Curiosity is a powerful tool in communication. By presenting new ideas or perspectives, you can stimulate deeper thinking. For example, you could mention, "Recently, I read about how learning new skills can actually reshape our brains, making us more adaptable." This not only shares knowledge, but encourages the other person to reflect on their own learning experiences. You might continue with a question like, "Is there a new skill you've always wanted to learn but haven't had the chance?" Injecting humor into your conversations can make them more memorable. Consider sharing a lighthearted observation about a common experience. You could say, "You know, they say multitasking is a myth. I tried making coffee and answering emails at the same time. Let's just say I ended up with a keyboard full of caffeine." This not only brings a smile, but also reminds us of our shared human experiences. Incorporating quotes from renowned figures can add depth to your conversation. For instance, as Albert Einstein once said, "The measure of intelligence is the ability to change." This aligns with how we adapt and grow throughout our lives, don't you think? Such references not only showcase your knowledge, but also create a bridge to delve deeper into the subject matter. Leverage science to enhance your perspective. For example, you might discuss neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections. You could pose the question, how do you think embracing challenges could reshape our thinking? This opens up opportunities for a profound exchange about personal growth and resilience. Throughout the conversation, encourage reflection. Use phrases like, "What are your thoughts on that?" or "How do you feel about this perspective?" This not only shows that you value their opinions, but also promotes a two-way dialogue that engages both parties. The goal is to make every conversation with someone meaningful and worthwhile. By sharing insights, asking thought-provoking questions, and weaving in humor, you can transform mundane exchanges into memorable interactions. So strive to turn each conversation into a thrilling journey of exploration. Let's remember, communication isn't just about exchanging words. It's about creating connections, sparking inspiration, and fostering a sense of community. Every conversation can be a living thread that brings us closer together, encourages us to share knowledge and experiences, and celebrates the beauty of human interaction. Number 8. Don't miss out. The power of unforgettable messages. Imagine this. You receive a message that isn't just an invitation, but an exclusive chance. Are you curious enough to find out what you've been missing? A simple question that instantly sparks curiosity. Studies have shown that FOMO, fear of missing out, is a potent motivator, pulling people in with the promise of a unique experience. In today's world, people crave connection, adventure, and the sense of being in the know. So how can you craft messages that no one can ignore? It's all about creating that special allure, something they won't want to miss. Let's explore some powerful techniques. First, personalize the message. Avoid cliches and overused expressions. Instead, think about what makes this moment unique. Are you offering an experience she won't find anywhere else? Try something like, "Tonight will just be another memory if you join me. Are you in?" This approach sparks curiosity and adds a dash of exclusivity. Remember, it's not just an invitation, it's a chance to be part of something truly memorable. What if they only knew the unique value of this experience? Highlighting exclusivity is key. Say, "Trust me, this isn't your typical Friday night. Want to see what's behind door number 1? Framing it this way adds a playful layer of mystery. It's about capturing that imagination, making them picture what they might regret if they don't explore. Instead of begging for attention, position the invitation as something with intrinsic value. Try. Whether you're here or not, tonight will be unforgettable, but it'll be even better with you. Think about this. What if your friend invited you to watch a private sunset in a secluded spot? That exclusivity and allure will pique interest. If you're inviting someone, say, "You won't believe what I've discovered. Want to find out?" A message like this creates intrigue with just enough mystery to encourage a response. Here are some FOMO-inspired message tips. Keep it private. Make her feel like she's getting something no one else is. Be concise and captivating. Craft the message around curiosity. Focus on the experience. Give them a reason to imagine what they'll miss. In every message, remember, you're not just inviting someone, you're extending a step toward an unforgettable experience. Will they really say no? Let's take these ideas deeper with some sample lines. "Hey, I found a place that's beyond incredible. It's like stepping into a dream. I can't wait to see your reaction when we're there. Trust me, it's something you won't want to miss." Imagine a spot so hidden, so unique, that you feel like the only two people in the world. That's what I'm talking about. Are you up for it? Look, I don't mean to make it sound overly mysterious, but tonight will be unlike any other. Promise. Just tell me you'll be there to experience it. I've got this place in mind that is anything but ordinary. You wouldn't want to skip this, would you? You might regret it if you do. Listen, I've planned something that's one of a kind. All I'm asking is for you to trust me on this. It's going to be worth it. Imagine this. A place so beautiful that even the photos can't capture it, and we'll have it all to ourselves. Just say yes. Have you ever wanted to experience something so unique that it feels like it's meant just for you? That's what I'm inviting you to. I'll keep the details secret for now, but you'll thank me later. Each of these lines does something critical. It creates a feeling of exclusivity, offers a hint of what's to come, and leaves just enough mystery. Instead of pushing for a yes, the invitation feels like a rare opportunity. Something so enticing they'll be left wondering, what if? FOMO messaging tips. Make it personal. Tailor it to the individual so that they feel like this is a one-of-a-kind experience meant just for them. Avoid the usual phrases. Words like, "you have to come," feel generic. Instead, try something like, Tonight has the potential to be amazing. If you're there, it'll be even better. Focus on the emotion. Give them a reason to feel, to imagine, to connect with the moment they might miss. Crafting unforgettable messages is about connecting to what people truly desire. Connection, excitement, the thrill of being part of something extraordinary. So the next time you extend an invitation, let it carry that sense of wonder. Something so magnetic they'll feel they have no choice but to say yes. Number 9, the power of confident messaging. Messages they can't resist. Confidence is a rare, valuable, and incredibly appealing trait. In a world where countless messages compete for attention, a confident text stands out effortlessly. What sets it apart? It signals to the recipient that you are discerning, secure in yourself, and not desperate for a response. Crafting such messages reflects self-respect and shows that you understand your own worth. So how do you communicate confidently in a way that captivates attention, piques curiosity, and makes you memorable? Here are strategies to create assertive, engaging messages that showcase confidence and allure without arrogance. 1. Exhibit self-respect by setting standards. Rather than appearing overly eager, demonstrate that you know what you're looking for. Self-respect isn't about rejecting others. It's about knowing what aligns with you and allowing a bit of patience to find it. Consider a text like, "I really enjoyed chatting with you, and I'm excited to connect with someone who shares my adventurous spirit." This message conveys appreciation and interest while subtly establishing a standard. It communicates that you're seeking a deeper connection, not just casual chit-chat. Self-respect makes you stand out and attractive. As Maya Angelou said, you teach people how to treat you by what you allow, what you stop, and what you reinforce. 2. Leverage curiosity to engage. Curiosity is a powerful tool. When you hint at something intriguing, it naturally sparks their interest. Instead of revealing everything, hold back just enough to leave them guessing. For example, after a fun exchange, you might say, "I have a story about that. Remind me to share it with you next time." This statement keeps them curious about the story, generating anticipation for your next interaction. Curiosity is a subtle yet powerful way to keep someone engaged without needing to force attention. 3. Keep it light and confident. A confident person doesn't force conversations. They let them flow naturally. A classic approach is to be humorous or playful, demonstrating comfort in your own skin without desperately seeking approval. A great example might be, "I'll warn you now, I'm a master at predicting plot twists. Are you sure you're ready for a movie-watching buddy with psychic powers?" This showcases confidence with a touch of playfulness. You're revealing something unique about yourself, even if in jest, making you seem fun and self-assured. Remember, confidence isn't about showboating, it's about embracing your authentic self. 4. Show genuine interest without overdoing it. One way to exhibit confidence is by asking questions that reflect true interest instead of general small talk. Instead of asking, "What do you do for work?" try delving a bit deeper with something like, "What do you think you excel at the most in your job?" Such questions are more personal and show real curiosity. When people feel you genuinely want to learn about them, it leaves a positive impression. Confident individuals not only talk about themselves, they know how to listen and engage others with intention. 5. Harness the power of pauses. Embracing silence can signal confidence. It shows you're comfortable with yourself and don't need constant validation. When you don't immediately reply to every message, it indicates you have a fulfilling life beyond the conversation. For instance, after a pleasant exchange, you might conclude with something casual like, "That was fun. Let's chat more later. I'm about to dive into a project, but I'll talk to you soon." This approach makes them want more, piquing their curiosity about what you're up to while demonstrating you have priorities. Psychologically, this reinforces that you're self-sufficient, a trait many find very attractive. As Roman philosopher Seneca noted, true happiness is enjoying the present without excessive dependence on the future. 6. Avoid over-explaining. Over-explaining can come off as a lack of confidence. Confident individuals communicate clearly and directly without justifying every action. For example, if someone asks if you're free, a confident response might be, "I actually have plans for tonight, but I'd love to meet up another time." This reply is straightforward, polite, and direct. There's no need to elaborate on your plans or apologize. By avoiding excessive explanations, you demonstrate that you are secure in your choices and don't require approval from others to validate them. 7. Lead with value people. Remember you not just for what you say, but for how you make them feel. Add value to someone's day, whether through an interesting fact, a deep insight, or even a small compliment, to leave a lasting, positive impression. For instance, "Hey, I just read that people who practice gratitude tend to be happier. Has anything wonderful happened to you this week?" This approach encourages them to think positively in a subtle way, making it stand out because it's not typical small talk. Confidence doesn't always have to be serious or self-centered. It can also uplift and encourage others. 8. Accept if you don't get a response. Confidence means knowing your worth regardless of others' reactions. If they don't reply, that's okay. Confident individuals recognize they won't be everyone's cup of tea, and they're at peace with that. Showing that you're comfortable with the space conveys maturity and security within yourself. For instance, after not receiving a response, you might send a light, casual follow-up message like, "Silence, huh? I hope that means you're up to something amazing." This message is lighthearted and non-demanding, showing you're not overly concerned. It also encourages them to reconnect without pressure. 9. It's all about balance. Remember, confidence is a blend of self-respect, curiosity, and genuine interest. It's not about pretending to be perfect. It's about embracing your true self and sharing that openly. When you approach interactions in this way, people will sense that energy and naturally be drawn to you. As Ralph Waldo Emerson famously stated, "Trust is the first secret of success." Trust in yourself. Set standards worth respecting and become someone worth knowing, not just a face in the crowd. Through this lens, let your messages reflect the confident, intriguing individual you are. After all, the world is ready to be inspired by the authenticity you bring to the conversation. So these messages she cannot resist are your toolkit, ready to unlock a connection that's meaningful and unforgettable. Remember, it's about crafting words with intention, sparking curiosity, and making her feel truly seen. When you send a message that speaks to who she is, it resonates. And with every message, you're not just communicating, you're connecting. If these insights resonate with you, show your support by hitting the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to The Stoic Goddess for more transformative guidance on relationships, self-discovery, and living with purpose. Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to know what you think, or if you've got more ideas for messages they cannot resist. Hit the notification bell to make sure you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Thank you for watching, and until next time, let's keep growing and inspiring each other.